Conor the Destroyer Benn takes on Pistol Pete Dobson tomorrow night in Las Vegas, Saturday, February 3rd. Start time for the prelims is 3 p.m. Eastern, and main event ring walks get underway at 5 p.m. Eastern. It's a decent card. Benn and Dobson headlining. It's not going to be a pay-per-view, but you need to zone to watch it. Ammo Austin Williams, co-main event. Khalil Coe, he's a good prospect to watch. You got guys like Johnny Fisher, George Liddard on the card. It's a decent card. It's a good one for boxing fans, but let's get into this research. Pistol Pete Dobson, he's 16-0, 9 KOs, 33 years old, 5'10", out of the Bronx. So if we look at his record, it looks like he hasn't fought since June 2022. So that's damn near 2 years my man has been out of the ring. But if we dive in here, do some research, click on this tab right here, TCL Pro. This is for Total Combat League. And for you guys that don't know what Total Combat League is, it's an event where there's 2 teams of boxers. There's 2 teams, and they just do 1-round fights. Whichever team wins the most fights wins the match. So he's done 10 of these fights, and out of those 10 he's lost 7, but he was actually pretty active in 2023. Pistol Pete was sort of unlucky throughout his career. Was supposed to fight Kalman Agarko last year, and then after that, after Agarko pulled out, he was supposed to fight Pat McCormack, and then Pat McCormack pulled out as well, and this was back in November. But there's also one other fight that's not on Peter Dobson's record, and this was a fight that he had in Russia, and I've got it here. Is with this promotion. I tried to find information on this promotion, and I didn't have any luck, but I'll leave the link for this fight down below, and I'll leave it timestamped. This is kind of how I picture the fight going. I mean, I think Conor's going to be able to get him on the ropes. I think he's going to be able to get him on the ropes early. I can't show the film here, but Pistol Pete, his legs just kind of stay there. He's got like cement bricks for feet. His footwork is, I would say, is his downfall. However, Pistol Pete is actually an unknown journeyman. So if we actually look at his profiles, and I mean, you can see it in his bio too, but he says pay-per-view superstar. I mean, maybe after this. Motivational coach. So this dude lives in the gym, and he's followed by lots of professional boxers. But yeah, I mean, if we look, I mean, this dude is in the gym all the time. He's always in shape. He's also a coach. So this dude's always in shape. As bad as his footwork is, he actually puts together some decent combinations, which I think that could be a possible path to victory for him. I think that he does possess power to hurt Conor. So I see this fight either going, Conor's going to hurt him early and get an early stoppage, or he's going to buzz Conor, and then this is going to end up going the distance. There is some concerns also with Conor Benn. I mean, we're all just assuming the dude was on the juice, right? We don't know how that's going to affect him in this fight. We know that Conor Benn went the distance in his last fight versus Orozco, but Orozco was, 1, also on the juice, and 2, this was up a weight class. So we don't know how that's going to translate here. Benn is pretty much promising an early stoppage. He was talking about his dad's KO record. Benn was pretty much saying that he's looking to beat that record. So we'll see. I think he's going to go for it. I think that's certainly the plan, but we'll see if that happens. Also, shout out to my buddy Jamie from Punch Perfect Boxing. He actually did a really good breakdown on all of the intangibles surrounding this fight. So he's got a really good breakdown if you guys want to check it out. He does breakdowns for other fight live streams and things. So betting odds. So here's kind of where I see this going. I think that Benn getting a knockout is pretty much a given. If we do any bit of tape on Dobson, we can kind of see that this dude is, I mean, you can see it right there. He's standing tall. His feet are kind of just planted. I think that he can rope a dope, and he'll be on the ropes, let Conor get some shots off, and he could crack him. But I think in the end, I think he's just too slow to keep up with Benn. Benn's too explosive, and he's too powerful, even off the juice. I mean, I can't show this whole fight, but I think that he possesses the power to buzz Conor, but I don't think that he's going to survive 12 rounds. So the way that I see it, I think that Benn is going to get a KO. And if you want to be safe on some books, if you want to use this as a parlay piece, no distance is actually minus 275. So you're not paying much more for a little bit insurance. And I think that it goes under. And I think that's kind of the general sentiment. I think halfway through the 8th round is very, very generous considering what I've saw from Dobson. I don't think that Dobson's going to be able to keep up with Benn's explosiveness. And so if we look at DraftKings, they've got Benn plus 1,800, round 2, 1,400. And yeah, their KO prop isn't as good as FanDuel, and they've already moved their total to 6.5. 365. The good thing that they have here is alternate totals for the over/under, so you can choose here, and if you want to parlay something. And then 365, they have their total set at eight rounds. So will it go over or under 8 full rounds? And under is only minus 125, which I also think is pretty good. So yeah, that's Peter Dobson's secret fight in Russia, and that's kind of my breakdown of everything. I got Benn by stoppage early. I took him rounds 1, 2, and I also think that FanDuel prop for 1 to 3 plus 460. I think that's pretty generous. So now I'm also playing the under. So hopefully he comes through. This dude Peter Dobson is, like I said, unknown journeyman. But yeah, man, I don't think he has the footwork to keep up with Benn, and I think Benn's just going to show that he's too explosive, and he's going to get him out of there early or in the first half. So good luck with your bets, everybody, and thanks for watching.